বলতে থাকেন।
Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to everyone. Dear students, at first I am telling to you about myself. That means my introduction to you. My name is Muhammad Fazlul Haq. I am an instructor, non-tech English of Rangpur Polytechnic Institute, Rangpur. In later, when your class will be started in institute classroom, I shall introduce with your name and then we shall introduce again. At first, at first, I am telling to you about mark distributions. There are 100 marks in English, among it midterm on 20 marks. You know that there are 6 months in a semester. At the middle of the semester, there will be happened an examination that is called midterm. It will be on 20 marks, and at the end of the semester, there will be happened board final examination that is on 60 marks, and sessional marks on 20. Sessional marks means your class test, quiz test, attendance, and behavior. In total, 100. Here is pass mark is 40. Below 40, it will be a referred mark. That means fail mark. I am also discussing to you about syllabus. When in the exam hall, you will get the question. You will find the question that there will be 3 groups in a question. Group A, Group B, and Group C. Group A is on the questions of Group A will be set up according to passes, and Group A is on 10 marks. There will be true, false, short questions, multiple choice, fill in the gaps, and summary. Then Group B, it is on 10 marks, so it is on 20 marks, it is grammatical part. Then Group C, it will brought questions. That means you will find here application with CV, dialogue writing, report writing, etc. It will be on 30 marks. In total, 100 marks. Then today's my discussion topic's name is voice. Actually, what definition of voice? What is voice? Actually, voice is the formation of verb where the subject acts its actions by oneself, or the actions of object falls on subject. That means the activities of voice actually formed according to verb, formation of verb. There are 2 kinds of voice. They are active voice and passive voice. I am now telling to you about the definition of active voice. When the subject acts his activities by oneself is called active voice. Here the subject gets more prefer. For example, Mr. Hamid teaches us English. Here we find that Mr. Hamid, this man gets more preference. Here it is active voice. Passive voice, when the action of the falls on subject is called passive voice. For example, the answer is written by him. The truth is spoken by him. Here we find that object gets here more preference. Here answer, the truth is spoken by him, rice is written by me, football is played by the players. These types are example of passive voice. Now I am telling to you about the changing about active voice and passive voice. Here there are three internal changes from active into passive voice. There, the object of active voice will be subject in passive voice. Number one, it is. Number two, the subject of active voice will be object in passive voice, but before it, there will set up as preposition by, to, at, within. Maximum times by will be set up. We find that many types of preposition. Actually, by maximum words will set up by. Sometimes we may set up to, at, within. Then number three, main verb of active voice will be in past participle form, in passive voice. But before it, auxiliary verb will be set up according to tense and persons. For example, active voice will buy a pen. It will, the passive form of it, a pen will be bought by him. That is, here we find that there has been sense three kinds. Subject, the subject of active voice has been object. The object of active voice has been in passive voice subject, and the main verb has been in past participle form. Now I am discussing about the auxiliary verb. It is very essential. Actually, maximum times without auxiliary verb, passive voice is actually impossible. Now I am telling you the auxiliary verbs that are used in passive voice are given below. The present indefinite tense. Here auxiliary verb will be am, is, are. Present continuous tense, it will be am being, is being, are being. Present perfect tense, has been, have been. Present perfect has been being, have been being. Past indefinite tense, was, were. Past continuous tense, was being, were being. Past perfect tense, had been. Past perfect continuous tense, had been being. Future indefinite tense, shall be, will be. Future continuous tense, shall be being, will be being. Future perfect tense, shall have been, will have been. Future perfect continuous tense, shall have been being, will have been being. Now I am giving some examples to you. Find that the active voice is in present indefinite tense. Suppose I eat rice. Then the passive form is eaten by me. Auxiliary verb. If it is present continuous tense, I am eating rice. Rice is being eaten by him. If it is present perfect tense, he has done the work. Then the passive form will be the work has been done by him. Present perfect continuous tense, I have been reading the book. And then the passive form will be the book has been being read by me for 2 hours. This is the past indefinite tense. The same case. I wrote a letter. A letter was written by me. This is the example of auxiliary verb when you use in. Then in the next slides, we see changing rules. How we will sense the changing rules from active into passive voice are given below. If you find that the is in affirmative sentence, then you have to in passive voice. Then you will have to, then you can use a structure, and the structure is given below. This means in affirmative sentence, the structure of passive voice will be object as subject plus auxiliary verb as tense according to tense and person, then plus past participle form of being verb plus by, maximum times by will be set up, plus subject as object. For example, active voice, we eat rice. Passive voice, rice is written by us. I am giving to you balls. He plays cricket. Cricket is played by him. Such is that is in number 2 in negative sentence. If you find that active voice is in negative sentence, the structure will be object as subject, auxiliary verb, plus not, plus past participle form of main verb, plus by, plus object as subject. Example, active voice, he does not waste time. This sentence is in negative form. If we want to change it in passive voice, then we have to use the structure above. The structure has given above. That time is not wasted by him. I am giving to you. Another example, he does not disturb me. That's I am not disturbed by him. You do not tell a lie. A lie is not told by him, by you. You do not tell a lie. A lie is not told by you. etc. In interrogative sentence, the structure of passive voice will be at first auxiliary verb. It will be according to tense and person. Then object as subject plus past participle form of main verb plus by plus subject as object. Does he speak the truth? Is the truth spoken? I am giving to you another example. Is he writing the letter? Is the letter being written by him? Do you eat rice? Is rice eaten by you? etc. I think if you remember these types of structure, then it will be helpful to you to change the active voice in passive voice when it is in affirmative sentence, it is negative sentence, or it is in interrogative sentence. Then I am going to next slide. Then if you find that there is double object, in double object the structure of passive voice will be double object means after main verb you will find there two objects. One is live full objects, living objects, another is lifeless objects. There are two objects. When you will find after main verb two objects, that is called double objects. One is live objects, another is lifeless objects. And if you find that in active voice there is double objects, then what will be the change of passive voice? The structure is here. Firstly, we can sense this in two categories. Firstly, personal objects as subject plus auxiliary verb plus past participle form of main verb plus lifeless object plus by plus subject as object, or these objects as subjects plus auxiliary verb plus past participle form of main verb plus personal object plus by plus object as subject. For example, he will give me a pen. Here we find that here is two objects, me live object, a pen lifeless object. If we take live objects, then the change of the active voice will be I shall be given a pen. That means the lifeless object has been set up after main verb. I shall be given a pen. Or if you take lifeless object as a subject, in passive voice, then the sense will be a pen will be given me by him. You may add before me. A pen will be given to me by him, or a pen will be given me by him. It will be okay. That's I am given to you. Another examples, that means he gift me a pen. Then here is two objects, me a pen. He gives me a pen. I am given a pen. I am gifted a pen. So I am gifted a pen by him. That means we can say that the cow gave, the cow will give us milk. Here us and milk, there are two objects. Us life object, milk lifeless objects. The cow will give us milk. If we take the life object, then the sense of passive voice will be we will be given milk by cow. Or if you take lifeless objects, that is milk, then the change of passive voice will be given us or to us by cow. Actually, voice, it is an important chapter. There are, if you want to clear knowledge, on voice, then you have to must know about verb. You have to keep knowledge on tense, and there are some changes also, but you have to clear knowledge on auxiliary verb. If you have any questions, you can ask me on your comment. The next. Thank you for patience, hearing and watching. Hi.